called me. I was in school when this man called and told me to pray for him, that he cannot breathe, that I should please pray for me. He doesn't want to.
Waiting I no go here for social media, me does not existed. Now still on this Mercy Johson matter, when I know say some weeks back, they be don't come and call Mercy Johson, saying that she dey kpai people for Nollywood. Now a famous producer wey passed away, the daughter now don't come out, can't talk. Say before the father passed away, say the place where they carry the father go, they tell the papa say na woman, not just a woman but an actress, now they do you wetin they pass through so. And now Mercy Johson friend wey call Mercy Johson out, don't follow come talk same thing. Say na Mercy Johson na him be the person wey kpai Gold TV. My correct people, them no be small thing no. And the daughter here they talk, say na the man na him make Mercy Johson famous. Say Mercy Johson even talk her for an interview according to wetin the daughter talk. Oh. And now Mercy Johson friend still can't do confession. He say Mercy Johson put the man for bottle. Why she go put the man for bottle? Is it so that the man will listen to her? Now question that they ask. So is it so that he will be at her beck and call? The bottle, my correct people, them come cuckoo, according to wetin they talk. Oh, the bottle come cuckoo make the man come they behave abnormal. Say sometimes the man no go fit talk again. Sometimes go dey dress like mad person. Come say sometimes the man go just remain there say, you know, feel breathe. In fact, I no want talk much because she said a lot of things. She even come quote Mercy Johson friend when Mercy Johson friend vow say if Mercy get mind deny gold film, say anywhere she go enter to prove am. So my correct people, them the girl was so bitter, so emotional. Say so this lady know all this thing all along. And when her father don't buy now, she they come out with some kind talk. Say because medicine man we already tell the father say wetin they go through. Say now one actress do am. Say the father would never ever suspected Mercy Johson. Even they suspect one other actress. In fact, make I not talk. Make una just watch am.
So this is actually the first time I'm coming out to make this kind of video publicly. Before you all come for me, right? I'm not here for publicity. I'm not here for the fame of this video or anything. I'm simply here for my dad. Alright? So my name is Oluchi Precious, and I am the daughter of late Mr. Vitus Chimanebri, who is mostly known in the Nollywood industry as Gold Pictures. I have a lot of inputs regarding the Mrs. Mercy Johson Okoje and her acclaimed best friend saga. Yes. So I think her name is Voma. Yeah. From what I saw, I think that's what she was calling herself. So in the video she posted on YouTube, she said something about Mrs. Mercy Okoje being a witch. Yeah, and also that she has a hand in so just Nollywood actors, marketers, and the rest. Well, in one of her videos, she mentioned that my dad was being tied in a bottle in their spiritual realm. He was being tied in a bottle, and that he couldn't breathe spiritually. So in another video she mentioned that and I quote, Vitus Neboy, Gold Pictures, Mercy used this man. Mercy turned the man to Momo. And I heard he's late, that Benedict Johnson told her he's late.
Even the marketer, they called his name that they said he died. I can't remember. What's the name of that?
Gold Pictures. Gold Pictures. If Mercy denied this one, we don't have to. I swear. If she knows, even if you want to pretend and deny something, if she denied Gold Pictures, we still have to go to court. I will tell God to arrest me. No. What are you telling me?
Okay. I really don't know where to start from regarding this whole issues that is arising. And I wouldn't have made this video if gold pictures was never mentioned. I mean, this is what happens here in our country, Nigeria. Okay, this is what we call medicine after. I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not trying to shade anyone here, no. But instead, I just want to throw more light about my deceased dad. We lost him 2021, November 5th. And before he was not an ordinary dad, I must attest publicly. He was not ordinary at all. So I'm still trying to connect the dot from what Mrs. Ifoma stated on her last video and what happened physically. Now she made mention that he could not breathe. Before he was not breathing. Before he died in the presence of his 3 little children, his 3 little kids, he didn't breathe. He was not breathing. He was gasping for air. He called me. I was in school when this man called and told me to pray for him, that he cannot breathe, that I should please pray for me, he doesn't want to die. He called me. My mom was at the prayer mountain praying. I was in school reading. How personality passes now? I did poorly that year in school. So Mrs. Ifoma, you knew about all these things and you kept it to yourself all along. I mean, from your video, it shows, in fact, it's very obvious that you know the man very well. You know, you were wailing and crying and all, so it's obvious that you probably might know this man. So what stopped you from reaching out to his family? Or reaching out to him? Okay, this is how it is. Now, mind you, before you come at me, my dad mentioned one certain time that he met with a medicine man, you know, and this man told him that it's an actress that is actually doing him this thing that is happening to him, so. And he was thinking, he kept racking his head, who is this person that I have offended? You know what he did next? He held a meeting, or he actually had a meeting with one particular actress, not Mrs. Mercy Johson, another person entirely, whom he thought was the person behind his whole problems. He offered to give this person an amount, a certain amount of money like that. And she refused. She said no, that she would never accept such a thing, that she would never do such a thing to gold. Yes, that's what they call him, gold. Oga gold. She said she will not accept that she's not the one behind anything, that she won't do it no matter what. That whatever differences they have has not gotten to the extent where she'll be taking his name somewhere else to punish him. So, Mrs. Ifoma mentioning this thing, you people are throwing shade, commenting, she's this, she's that, she's jealous. Jealous of what? Tell what is there to be jealous of? Like she said, they were childhood friends. You heard the spiritual coexistence between them about her mother swapping clothes between she and Mrs. Mercy. So, before we start doing all these things, let us think. We Nigerians were very quick to judge somebody and push someone. Then when the person dies, we don't pay attention, no. When the person becomes something else. There's one Mr. Kamau, she said it, or she did this, she did that. I'm not taking sides. No, but I'm trying to throw more light. That in whatever she might be stating, there might be an atom of truth. That's why I'm telling you a little story about my dad's demise. So, my dad had no idea that Mercy might be behind his predicament because of the kind of good relationship they had. I'm proud to say this, that my father, Good Pictures, made Mrs. Mercy Johson a star, whoever she is right now. Gold Pictures Production, she should be able to attest to this statement that I'm making for a fact. Unless maybe, nobody, it's normal. Nobody wants to attach their growth to someone else except God. Gold Pictures and God made you who you are today. That is the truth. You even said it in one of your interviews on a particular newspaper. I can't really state. I read it. So I'm still trying to understand if what Mrs. Ifoma is stating is true. What led to that? Because both of you obviously had a great friendship, unless there was something behind that we don't know of. And my father never mentioned. So what could be the issue? You see, one of our videos, the first video she made was a live video with Angela. Yes, Angela. So that was the first time Angela mentioned something that there was also a marketer that she did something to, and then Mrs. Informer stated that yeah, it was gold pictures, that if Mrs. Johnson should deny that she was going to stone her to the sand. Wow. Like that statement, there are some statements people make, that even if every other things you've been saying are not true, because of that particular statement, you begin to rethink. What gives you that assurance for you to say if Mrs. Mercy should deny such statements that you were going to stone her to death? People of Nigeria, I think the second video happened to be the last video that I will ever search for. Because the more you keep digging, the more you keep seeing things that you don't want to see. The more you keep hearing things that you don't want to hear, or you don't even want to know. I've decided not to look further. I've decided not to check more videos from her posts, because, you know, you are trying to give somebody benefit of doubt. And the more you keep searching, the more you just start losing that trust you had for that person. My father suffered. Sometimes if I rewatch her videos, if I go back to these videos and I start reminiscing how this man, not be today, not be here, the suffering take starts. It wasn't that year 2021 that his suffering started. Yes, call me memory loss. Is it dressing like someone like a wanderer? Is it dressing like someone that is losing his mind? Things just started sinking day by day, slowly. And you knew because in one of your videos you stated that when she wants to do something to you, it takes time, it takes years before it starts manifesting. Those years, those months that it was taking, you could have chipped it in to him. There, go for prayer, so men, do this one, do that one. But you did nothing. Like I said earlier, this is medicine after. We're at home one particular day, a particular evening. That was the second time he went missing. Before he went missing, this is my father. I don't know what he went to the bathroom, maybe to brush or to, because he started spitting, like he started throwing up salivas. You understand? So before he left, he went to the bathroom to, rinse his mouth and things like that. It was taking time. And his last son, his last boy, we were all here, but who noticed? His child, the last one. Daddy, what are you doing? Daddy, why are you wasting time now? What's happening? Did he answer him? He couldn't speak. He couldn't talk. My brother said, I told you, come and check this, come and check Daddy. I don't understand what is happening to him. He's not saying anything. I went inside the bathroom and I saw my dad. There are situations you find yourself in your entire life. You've never been that scared. I was so scared. I was confused. I saw my dad. He could not even look at me. He couldn't look at me. I was pleading with him. Daddy, please look at me. Daddy, please look at me. He was crying. He was crying. A man where they cry. I was begging, Daddy, please just look at me, okay? Just try and look at me. I shouted the blood of Jesus. I did what I believe I could do best at that moment, and then I called on my mom so that to come and see what is happening to him. And she rushed in, and the next thing she said was, "Oh, this is a stroke. Oh, this is that." She channeled the whole thing to be a stroke, and she brought a bottle of oil. Yeah, she brought a bottle of oil and said she poured it on the cover and then gave it to me. So she asked me to pour it in the mouth of my dad. So which I did, you know. I was scared, but I was doing it because, you know, he's my dad. And I just saw him tearing up. I saw him crying. And I was like, what's really happening? And then I poured the oil in his mouth. And I held my father's face. And I brought down his head because I had no idea what he was staring at up. I brought down his head. And I just heard him cry this cry of pain, this cry of I am tired, I don't, let me just go. That was what. And you were there. And you were there. You knew all these things all along. We could have found a solution, you know. We could have worked together. We could have tried as much as possible to prevent these things from happening, but you didn't say anything. And now it's gone. And you are out here saying someone tied him in a bottle and... Okay, I think, like I said, all these videos, I will not go back to these videos because it's really opening healing wounds. Okay, fine, the least you could have done if maybe you were too scared to confess or too scared to do the right thing was to attend his own burial. Wow, just wow. When I remember how my dad started dressing like someone who was losing his mind. I will teach us away milk. I will have to come back from school very early. I don't even focus anymore in school. I remember having 2 Fs. I mean, like a result came out and I was having Fs, like 2. I'll come home, I would look for, you know, just local leaves. I would make him sit outside. I would then put the leaves under his feet, you know, because we were just fighting unseen battles. We were fighting battles that we know nothing about. I mean, the herbalist gave us a clue that it was an actress. We met the wrong person. Anytime I remember the kind so far, with this man so far, I recall how my father suffered. I mean, people are really heartless, you know. People out there don't care about you and I. They don't care about this man. If not all the sickness that occurred to him then that period. This did not even come once. Like I said, if it was a one-time thing, like you just go there, you die straight up. Not waiting, not suffering like this, not going through hard times, not the battles that we fought. The most painful part, we kept fighting, we kept going places, we kept thinking far and near, thinking about so many different things. We just needed one clue, just one clue. If you had given us just one clue, just one, maybe it would have been alive today. I mean, maybe it would have been a different issue. We would have been fighting a different story entirely. And the herbalist told us, the medicine man, when he told us that it was an actress, we thought it was somebody else, like I stated before. He met the woman and the woman told him that no matter there are differences, I mean, it has not gotten to the level where she will have to be taking his name somewhere else. And then we forgot about that part. We just completely forgot about it. Thinking maybe the herbalist was bluffing, or that might not be the problem. Not knowing that the man was right.
I mean, if what she's stating is true, it's too late now. It's too late. There's no witchcraft in law. You're stating that she's a mother. She has taken a lot of souls. You saw him in the spiritual realm inside bottle. And I mean, it's not only my father, but I'm out here because he's my dad. I'm out here because of that man. I'm showing my face to these people because of him. Because it's not like any solution can be rendered. It's not like anything will change. But I'm just so... I'm so disappointed because just one clue would have saved this man's life. Just one clue. He had children in school. Now you left out the workload for his wife. You know how many, the burden that you have placed on my shoulders right now. It's very funny. Oh. This is what we see in Nigeria. This is how people die. Wasted lives. People will know some kind of things, but they will keep it to themselves. What it means to just lose someone from your family. This man promised me a lot, and you and your best friend took everything. Yes, you took everything because now you're blaming her. You're an accomplice also because you knew you could have prevented it, but you did nothing.
Omo, this wall is deeper than we know. It's deeper than we know. Make everybody just close their mouth. So if you don't know what's in the shell, better to keep your mouth shut than to begin to accuse or to begin to defend. Because when you don't accuse or you don't defend, and they can't be say the person where you are the accused, the person who do it they accuse them of, and the person where you can't defend, they guilty of all what they accuse them of. That means, you can easily be in error. So the best thing is to just close mouth, pick it, no even talk anything. Put this matter you say it double choke, it triple choke. How can if all these stories not true, now him be say hey, he choke is well. What's the fans reaction? First person say, who we go believe now? Second person say, in every nonsense there is sense. Then the third person said, this is actually not my problem. My problem is the person who designed Nigeria coat of arms. Like, the last one say, hope he also tell you what he did to the actress. The person where he go confront, when he say na that person they after him, because him and the person they get one or two ish. The person swear say no be she, because they tell her say na woman they do am. So now the person where you no even expect, even before Ekpa, he no ever mention that person name, because he felt that he has contributed to her, and even she too, she don't give her credit for interview. Now that person now they come they talk, say she by the man. They think they ever had me to talk, but when I hear them there from that her childhood friend, her alleged childhood friend, when I don't hear and they finish, my cry people, them just like I told you people earlier, I'm not going to take sides. I know go talk say she do am or she no do am, but one thing when I go know be say there's no smoke without fire. Una thanks for watching.